What's up, everybody? I'm Tim.
I'm Chris.
And this is Evil Penguin Games. We are dressed, ready to play.
Yeah.
Volleyball High.
I'm so excited.
Competitive. We both get to be a volleyball team, and we are going to go head-to-head, just dominance.
Yep.
So, basically, we haven't played this game before. We're going to do a quick look at the rules, and then you are going to watch us fumble through playing.
Yep.
And just try to get a feel for it. Because if you can see us play the game, then you can play it too.
Just by looking at it though, it looks so fun. It looks like everything you want out of a anime volleyball card game. I can't think of anything.
I couldn't ask for more.
No, it really anime baseball. That's got to be the next one, right?
I mean, so I'm pretty sure there is an anime baseball, isn't there? Not a game.
Yeah, no, I want the game.
Yeah.
There's an anime everything.
To all developers out there, the market is here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I bought this game after about 30 seconds of just looking at it. I had no idea what it was about.
Guaranteed.
I still paid for it.
2 copies.
Right. Guaranteed.
Yeah,
right here.
I didn't kickstart this, but looking at it, I just wanted it in my house.
But I did.
He
so.
did.
And the fine people out there that helped me kickstart this. All right.
Yes.
We're gonna look at this and we're gonna play. See you in a sec. All right, everybody. So we have already set up the board. We have both chosen our teams. I am the Panther School.
Volcano High. What up?
So each team has a specialization. Mine is in defense.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, mine is using heavy attacks. So basically, we'll get into it while we play. But there's a lot. The book is very wordy. There is a lot going on. But once you've played a few rounds, it makes perfect sense. So
yeah. Now I want to say I play Magic the Gathering, literally proven the most complex game on the planet Earth, and this hurt my brain reading the manual at first.
We read the manual.
We played one game of it. After actually playing it and putting into action, absolutely fun and awesome. Yeah. So this is game number 2 with all you fine people out there.
Alrighty. And since it's 2019 and nobody carries change, we have a D20. So,
all right.
9.
9 and 10.
You win,
all right, so I'm going first.
So basically, both players start by drawing 8 cards.
Roll. Okay, so 8 cards in hand.
Okay.
Now, the white disc, which we know is the volleyball, you put it down in the corner, have service. So, I am then going to look at my hand, and I am going to serve it over with a card.
So while he's thinking about that, quick rule to note, on normal gameplay, the net counts as a space. During service, it does not. So, basically just a quick little change to the rule during serve. But yeah, go for it.
So, I am going to play the serve.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
So, that can move 4 spaces, so it moves 1, 2, 3, and I can move to the 4. I could even do one more if I want, but I'm going to leave it there. Right. Now, my serve card, it also had the top red number there is the number he has to beat with his blue defense. So, 3.
You need for 3? Alrighty. So I'm going to discard a bump and a set for 3. So I have basically done that. I have to discard those. And so now I can go on the attack. Let's see, where is everybody? Alrighty. So, quick, we've done something wrong.
We did something wrong.
Well, not we. I will take full responsibility. One of my characters, my named characters, is not on the board,
Oh,
which they have to be.
check.
Your named characters have to be on the board. So I will just swap it out for this person. We'll pretend that never happened, and go from there.
So part of being an anime-themed game, there are named characters. They look cool and different than your generic volleyball players on here. And as he just said, it says in the rules, you have to have all 3 of your named characters on the board.
Yes. So what I will do is, make sure to move your synergy up by 1.
Oh yeah, every time you hit the ball, it moves the synergy up 1. And then once you end your turn, or once you end your moves, then you get to draw a card.
So, all right, I'm gonna hit you with that set. We're gonna move that over, and so now he is exhausted. They're like not really, they're pretty out of shape, I feel. Moving it up by 1, and gonna hit you with that Tetsu. I'm gonna use one of the named cards. Now these basically have a special power, and then usually as far as I've seen, have a nice higher attack. But since I'm using it with him, I get a +1 to hit on. Nice part is in the back. There are a very nice, like, quick overview of everything. So Tetsu is when the active member sends the ball into the opponent's zone using a heavy attack, +1 to this card. So it's used on him, and it's used as a heavy attack. So it's going to get +2. Now the difference between normal attacks and heavy attacks is when I defended the first time, I got to choose exactly which cards I wanted to do. As a heavy attack, Tim has to choose a number of cards in his hand, and then I get to pick them randomly. And if that number adds up to higher than my attack number, then he defends. If it's lower, he misses, and I get a point. It's a pretty big risk reward because if he chooses a number that basically guarantees, hey, I'm going to have, enough points, but it's going to burn through his hand really quickly. So I'm going to move my synergy up by 1. I'm going to, let's see, I can move it up to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to flip him over. Now normally a heavy attack would reset your synergy to 1, but my coach basically doesn't do that. It allows me to draw 2, and Tim now has to defend.
So what do I have to defend? What's the number?
The number is 5.
It's 5.
5 right now. So it is, because it was Tetsu, set as a heavy attack, so Tetsu is +1, his power is heavy attack, +1 to hit, so it ends up being 5.
So I am going to tell him to pick 4 cards.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a big one, but with the sheer amount that I have to block.
I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, you said 4?
4.
4. Alright, so we have 2, 0, 3, 5. So you made it.
Ooh.
But I've taken out his decoy, his serve, and one of his tarot cards. Back to you.
Alright, so that's my discard now. So I was able to defend against. So now I have the ability to play. So I'm going to play set.
Okay.
So it's going to move it up 1, exhaust her, and then move up my synergy 1. I am then going to play a dig and move that up to him.
Okay.
Exhausting him, moving up synergy 1.
So now what he's done is by passing it from one person in the front to another person in the front, he set up for a heavy attack. Now it's a pretty big risk reward for him though. He, if he uses a heavy attack, resets his synergy to 1, only gets to draw 1 more card.
And then from here, I'm going to play my special card. Tarot
So we have another one.
on Tarot, the named card. So I'm going to play that. And his special ability is a +1 hit for each pass made
Ooh.
before this. So that's
Ooh.
from 1, 2 on him. And so he is going to hit with here. That's a total of 5 that I am going to. So pass, hit it. So it's 1, 2. So that's 2.
It's 6. Because you're using.
Oh yeah,
Tarot.
because and 6 because on him. So he is going to then hit over. We're gonna go 1, 2.
Okay. And is it a heavy attack?
Yeah, we're gonna do a heavy attack,
Okay.
which will take my synergy all the way back down to 1.
I'm gonna go with 3.
3.
Promise, I don't even know what these are. Okay.
Oh.
That worked for me.
Oh, it did.
Yes.
So I pulled his block, which is 4, 5, and 7.
Took my Ryu, which I'm not a huge fan of. Kind of wanted that card, but hey. Okay, so I have successfully defended. Now here's the issue I run into.
Now I have to draw my 1 that I am
Get your one.
back at.
So here's the issue I run into. It is on an exhausted player's space. So I have to discard one of my only 3 cards left to move someone into that space. So it's a pretty easy one for me to choose. It's going to be a set to move her into that space. Boom. I'm going to then... Ooh, no. The set won't work. I'm going to go ahead and take that set back. No, I can't do that. So I have, in fact, just hurt myself. So I will then play a dig, or I'm not going to play a dig, I'm going to discard a dig to move B up. Thus, I actually go 1, thus flipping him over. The ball is now here. He's going to save it with a bump. Just a nice little bump. Moving this up. But I am going to... What's up?
You've got a lot of exhausted players here.
I do. I used... So you ended it here. I discarded a card to move him up, exhausting her with that set because I didn't think of my play very well.
Oh, okay. And then you exhausted him up.
Yeah,
okay.
because I only moved it 1 because I was an idiot.
Okay, fantastic.
So, thus hitting it over, but again, that's a heavy attack. So I can move it 2, and we're going to go 1, 2. Because the net is a space.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that is a heavy attack.
Okay.
And I get to draw 3 back.
Okay.
So, it is you have to block. Oh, actually, and let's make sure we. BM. Yep.
Okay, so what do I have to...
So 4, because they have a specialization for bump.
And unfortunately, I do not have the ability.
Aha.
Because my 2 only have 2, 1, so that's only 3. So he gets a point.
Alrighty. So that is the end of a rally. Basically, we tally up the point. There you go.
Yep. Put the fancy little cube there.
And then you basically reset. So
Yep. So from here, we then have the ability, we can rearrange any characters we want back on here. I'll probably change it up here just to have some fun. And then he will get to serve the next round, the next rally, and we'll go from there. So we're going to shuffle up our decks and come back.
Alright, we're shuffled and we're back.
All right, so we are going to draw our 8 cards.
Okay. Alrighty, so since I got the last point, I serve. And you know what? I'm going to hit you out of the blue with a serve card. I love it. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go all the way to the corner there.
Alright, so they're in the corner.
For 3.
3.
For 3. Now, while he's choosing something to note, if you have a hand of cards when you start that just you pull very badly and you don't have enough, you discard those 8. You basically show your opponent that, hey, I don't have any to do. You discard that 8. You draw 8 new ones. And you do that until you basically have a hand that can put it over. So,
yeah. So then I am going to discard dig and set, totaling 3. And now I can play. So then we are gonna, let's see, play set, moving up 1, moving 1 up on this synergy.
I'm going to draw my card, which I forgot to do.
Then I am just gonna power hit with a spike.
Alright.
And then 1, 2. Putting that, putting up my energy 1.
Alright.
Oh no, it's power hit, so it actually stays at 1. Because I power hit with the spike.
Like you want me to do random, right?
Yeah.
So remember that has to be done from you can only do that from passing from front lines to front lines.
Right. Oh, front line to front line?
Front line to front line, yep.
Oh, okay.
So a character in front can only pass
Okay.
another character in
So-
front. So you can change whatever you want to do if you...
No, I'm gonna stay the movie.
Okay.
So I was here.
No.
So it's 1 synergy, 2. So I'm at 2.
And then, let's see. Sorry? You do get
And
plus
then-
1
and
because he
then-
has a specialization
Yeah.
for a spike.
So that would be 6.
6.
So you have to overcome 6,
Ow. Okay.
and I am going to draw 2.
Oh, man. Okay. Well... Okay, so big ouch, because I have to discard quite a bit. So 2, 4, 5, and 6. I have to get rid of some pretty high number of cards for this. Now, what I will do though is I'm gonna. All right. So I'm gonna hit you with that serve. Move up by 1 and go 1, 2, 3. Exhausting him. And then I'm going to go ahead and move that over here. Hit you with that special card. So it's going to be 4. 4 to block. But I remove your lowest defense card. So when you choose, basically, the lowest card you choose becomes 0.
Okay.
So I believe it has to be a numbered card. Let me read the exact verbiage. When the active member sends the ball into the opponent's zone, the opponent's lowest defense card used is considered as a 0 defense.
Okay.
So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is going to, come here, you take him down, move this up by 1, and take 3 new cards.
Alright. So I have to beat what number?
4.
I have to beat 4. Okay, so I am going to discard a spike card
Okay.
to make Kiryu dive in and hit the ball. Make Kiru come from the back to hit up front, playing his specialty card. So his specialty card is going to give +1 defense for every other defense I use. So it's 3 plus, I would have to use, I'm going to use another Kiru card and a bump. So yeah, so that would, no matter what, even if so my lowest one is turned to 0, it's still going to hit with 6 defense.
Yep.
Okay.
7 defense.
Or 7 defense, yeah.
Alrighty.
Alright. So bam. So he is exhausted. And then from here, alright, so I am going to hit with serve to pass it over to the right, exhausting him, moving my synergy up 1, and then going to play Spike as a power move.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. So I have actually, this is gonna hurt really hard if I don't get this. So I am going to draw my 3 here.
I don't have enough in hand. So you're hitting it over with 6, correct?
5.
5. Oh, hold on a second. My math might be off then. Okay. I do have enough in hand. Never mind. We're going to go with... Ooh. Okay. I'm going to have to gamble. I'm going to have to go with 3.
Okay.
Because I have to... So the idea here, full disclosure, is since it is in an empty space, I have to at least have 2 cards left to move someone into that space and then hit it out. So 3.
3. That leaves 1,
No.
0, and 1.
There you go. I had a bump in there for 2. So, alrighty. It's all tied up.
So that's 1 point to me. Bam.
Alright.
Alright. So, once again, we are going to reset this board. Alright, so I got the last point. So now it is my turn to serve as well. So we're going to draw 8.
Like when we were first setting up, I thought to myself, 8 seems like a lot. Now that you're playing it, 8 is never enough. Something to note there, 10 is the hand limit. So if you go over 10, you have to discard down to 10.
And, shocker, I'm going to play
My God.
serve.
What?
So, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Oh, and it's between 4 and 5, so 4.
Ah, you got me. Alright. So, I am going to... So what is it, 3?
Yes.
Alright. I'm all come at you hard and fast, hit you with a block. So, 4.
Okay.
So, and then going to okay, here we go. I'm gonna see how this works out for me. This is gonna be quite the run. So, I'm going to discard 1 to move her into this position, exhausting her. Oop, make sure to move your up one to draw your
Yep.
card. Using a set to move, or so no. And then I'm going to use a, so I do 1, use a bump to move it 2 to 3. So 1, 2. I'm then going to this did not work out how I was thinking it would. So we're gonna come back at you with a spike for 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving this up by 1, allowing me to take 2 back. Okay. Go ahead and give that a block if you can. I'm just saying. One turn, yeah, that'd be fun.
That's actually going to be hard.
Ooh.
So
That's what I like to hear.
Part 2. 4 and 5.
Alrighty.
So I had to use 3 of my cards. So then we will. Okay, so I am going to use a. Okay, I'm gonna hit it with spike to move it 3 to 4. So 1. Oh wait, no, I can't. I can't do that. I can't move it on my own side like I wanted to. I was.
I see.
You know. Okay, so I will use Michael's special card.
Oh no.
It says I can flip him another. I don't have anybody flip, so it means nothing. But, so then we'll do 0 through 5. So that's 1, 2, 3. Exhausting him. Moving up 1. Then I'm going to do a set to move it. Oh, I still didn't play it right, but whatever. 1, 2, and exhaust him. So that's my second one, and then I will
Future synergy. Boom.
hit it with a spike as a power move,
Ooh.
which will then bring my synergy down to 1.
Power play.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's for how much? 5?
Yes. Which you got to go big or go home. May not have been the smartest move here, but we're gonna give it a shot.
Okay, we're gonna go 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have. Okay. Shuffle these bad boys up.
Oh, so I had to. Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, okay. Oh no.
So it's 2, 0, 0, 4.
Oh, there he goes.
Jazz hands.
Oh.
Was able to get
Either of
through.
the other two.
And that is
Game.
game.
Set.
2 points. So, real quick, I'm gonna do victory.
did not even get your face in.
That's
Just
fine.
Showing that.
Victory somewhere in there. There we go. All right. So this has just been a fun, stumbling go through of this game. It is a whole lot of fun. I highly recommend seeking this out.
This is like having picked it up for just the straight factor of anime volleyball. This is actually one of my favorite quick games to play. Like, I'm sure quick may not be the quickest. It's a 15 to 25 minute, but it's so fun. Like the risk reward for like the heavy attacks and just I really enjoy it. I agree. Like if you can find it and get it, like I highly recommend it.
Yeah, so like we said, in playing it, in actual gameplay is super fun. Manual is extremely wordy, and the first time you read through it, it is a little hard to understand, I feel, but after actually like putting the cards down and playing it out, it all seemed to make sense really quickly after that. And
like the way I would put it is like heavy attacks. You have to pass from one person to the other. When you do that, they choose a number of cards, etc., etc. You saw it pretty quickly. That is explained in the entire page of the manual. So one entire page for that. Now, granted, something nice about the manual, it's kind of tongue-in-cheek. Like, the first couple sentences of that for heavy attacks are, "You are ready to play Volleyball High now, but hold your horses and give me just 1 minute. I promise you it'll be worth your time. Let's introduce you to the final mechanism that makes the game even more fun. Heavy attacks." So, I mean, half of, what you see on it is kind of like embellishment and fun, but it's like when you said, when you first get it, it's definitely going to be one of those where it's like, I don't know what's going on, and after a couple rounds, you get it pretty quick. I'm excited to play the other two teams.
Yeah.
So, because they seem a little bit like, these seem pretty self-explanatory. Your heavy attacks don't reset your synergy meter, and yours is...
I get to choose any distance when using digs and specials.
So, that's pretty awesome. The other two are, your opponent discards one card when you defend in excess. So if you defend over the number, your opponent just has to throw a card away. And then Miracle High, synergy is always at 1, but your hand size limit is +4. So that's interesting. Like, you get a higher hand size, but I feel like they're the hard team to play.
Yeah.
Because you get +4. Now, granted, there's a very good chance that the team for Miracle High definitely feeds into that. But yeah, become a heavy attack, count as set +1. So yeah, their things really feed into that. Yeah, his super is your synergy is set to max for this turn.
Oh.
So that makes sense. You throw one of those out there, all of a sudden, boom, you get 4. So,
okay.
Pretty interesting. It definitely seems fun, and we will, if you guys like it, I would love to just play the other two teams. But yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of fun.
Alrighty.
So,
speaking of being wordy, we'll shut up now.
If you like what you saw here today, hit the like button, subscribe, do all those things that you do, share, just get the name out there, get the word, help us make more videos, help us help you, and
maybe see more chibi anime.
Yeah, more chibi games. Help us make more anime board games,
right?
By helping with Patreon,
right?
Patreon/Evil Penguin Games. Every little bit absolutely helps, and we will make more bumbling playthroughs like this and just have some fun with it. So, we are going to probably shuffle up and play some more.
Yeah.
So, you guys have some fun, and see you next time.
Bye, everybody.